So the plan today is to take this thing up, the BabyHawk II HD, with this little Runcam 5 Orange on it. Not as heavy as a GoPro. My GoPro's tied up with something else right now. And this BabyHawk II HD is supposed to be able to carry a full-size GoPro and kind of be like a Cinawhoop a little bit if you put it in PID 2. Now I saw Paul Nurkula put a GoPro on one of these, and I don't know, he didn't mention that he put it in profile 2, and it was pretty sluggish and all that, but I thought he would have mentioned that. So it's in PID profile 2, and I'm gonna see how it flies. I'm gonna take it easy, I think, unless it's going pretty good. It just stopped raining, so there's a lot of puddles out here, and I don't feel like dealing with that, and I want to be careful. I don't want to break the camera. It's really just sticky taped on that mount, because that mount used to have a clamp that went over it, and I was putting it on there today and it just broke. Cheap Amazon stuff. Hopefully we don't have any crashes, but it's very common that I do. Just to let you know in advance, the Runcam footage got corrupted. I had like 6 minutes of it, and I only ended up getting like 45 seconds at the very end. Most of what you're going to see here is just an Nebula Pro until the very end, when there's about 45 seconds of the Runcam Orange footage. But the point of the video was to show you how it will fly with a little weight on it. Not really the Runcam Orange, although I wanted to see that too. Some geese out here feeding. Sun is bright. Let's just see if I was in like a cinematic environment, could I do some cinematic flying? It seems like it's doing pretty good. Maybe this PID profile is set up for this kind of flying. So in cinematic flying, you'd be going very slow. Correct? I don't want to crash, so I'm being a little extra careful. Camera's not real tough. I'm not going to do any kind of flips. This is just now maybe my buddy wants me to chase him on his four-wheeler. Could I chase him on his four-wheeler? Probably. The Runcam set at 2K, 60 frames a second. And you just set that with an app. It doesn't have any Wi-Fi connection. You set it with an app, it gives you a QR code, and you kind of take a picture of the QR code, and then that's what you get. So I'll be showing the footage from the Nebula Pro and yeah, I think you could do a little cinematic stuff with this. I don't see why not. Seems to fly pretty good with this camera on it. And I would have to measure out, you know, the weight difference between this and a GoPro, I guess PID 2, I'm not sure if I could change this profile in the OSD of the, ooh, still got some geese out here. Oh my. I like the DJI radio. The only problem with the DJI radio is you got to get used to it because it's very easy to flip a switch that you didn't mean to flip. Let's take it back here. I mean, it's a little less responsive, of course, for sure. There's a truck pulling up right next to me. I don't know what he wanted. Thought he was going to stop. Maybe he was property owner or something. I don't want to crash from this altitude. Looks like he moved on with his life. Good. I guess maybe I scared all the geese away. Yeah, I think it's a very doable option to use a small camera on here for sure. I'm not convinced. I'll have to weigh it. That full-size GoPro, you know, because with the brackets and everything, full-size GoPro is going to be heavier. Now, I probably didn't get I got 8 minutes and I'm down to 14.2, so I'm getting the warning. Yeah, the battery's recovering. It's back up to 3.7. I got my 5-inch too, but just the guy in the truck seemed to be very curious about what I'm doing over here. Yeah, the guy in the black truck back there decided to stop and take a look and stay. That's the guy who pulled up right next to me earlier.